Hello, hello. It's Brooke-Sidney, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. And today I am coming on to teach you a powerful tool. Yes, how to use mindfulness. Yes, mindfulness to manifest. Mindfulness is chocked full of goodness to help you manifest exactly what you want in life and feel better in the moment. But before I do, I just want to remind you there are 2 ways to work with me. And those ways are listed below. Make sure you're on my newsletter because I am opening up a brand new program, a brand new group program. So make sure you're on the list because it is special invitation only at this point. And for those of us that want more community that are not in my group program yet, there are 2 communities right now that I offer. One for the queens, those that are focused on healing as well as manifesting the things they want in life. And then the Make Miracles Manifest community that is open to everyone who knows right now they want to make miracles happen in their life. So today I am talking all about how to use mindfulness. Yes, the term that you hear floating all around the atmosphere, the term that everyone is talking about to make you feel better and to reduce stress. That group of kind of tools, techniques, approach, philosophy, the way you want to look at it is amazing in helping us manifest, right? And it's amazing for helping us manifest. For those of you that didn't know, I am a mindfulness teacher. I'm a yoga teacher and meditation teacher as well. And I got trained in yoga and meditation formally, I think it was back in 2018. And then I started teaching yoga for beginners as well as mindfulness meditation. And I currently teach it in urban schools to children to help them develop this mindfulness habit. So your girl is a specialist in this. So I'm coming here with the secrets to mindfulness to help you manifest because it is so powerful and so potent to help us get into our power at the end of the day. So I hope you have your notebooks ready because I got my handy notebook ready with my notes for you. So for those of you that don't know what mindfulness is, in plain and simple terms, it is being aware of yourself and your surroundings. And the kind of one of the foremakers or the forerunners of this particular mindfulness kind of teachings is this guy, Jon Kabat-Zinn. And he says that the definition is being aware of your surroundings as well as yourself, but he adds onto it with acceptance and non-judgment. So a lot of people think that that's really one of the crucial elements, especially when it comes to our personal transformation. But let's take the first point. I really want to make sure that you understand how to take understanding mindfulness and practicing mindfulness and then making that support and propel your manifestation abilities. So the first thing that's key with mindfulness is awareness. Yes, even my kindergarten through 5th graders know that we need to pause and have moments of awareness in our lives. We need to slow down and become aware of what we're doing, what we're thinking, and what we're feeling. And why is this important for manifestation? Well, for one, you need to be aware of the thoughts that you're creating, right? Your mental diet. Your mental diet hinges on your ability to be aware and reflect on what you are thinking, what you are feeling, ultimately what you are creating. So we want to incorporate moments of awareness in our lives. We want to incorporate, I used to tell a lot of my students, adult students, to incorporate moments where we pause, stop, and think about where we are, maybe even have a moment of appreciation, and really just pause and think about how we're feeling, reflect on ourselves. In many instances, I consider that self-love and self-care because we are tuning back into ourselves. And as co-creators, we need to be in tune with ourselves. We can't just be out there acting and not knowing why we are doing certain things or why we're being a certain way. Because remember, we manifest from the inside out. We manifest who we are, not what we want to be, right? Not what we want. We manifest who we are. So the more that we can become aware of who we are, the better we can manifest. I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down and that you've got your notebook. The second thing that I think is really, really incredibly important to use mindfulness to manifest is that we take in this element of non-judgment, right? Non-judgment. So whatever is occurring like in the 3D reality right now, occurring in front of you, whatever you're seeing all around you, there are elements probably that you don't like. There are elements that don't make you pleased, right? There's elements that you want to change. There's some certain element that probably got you on this manifestation path. Usually it's money or love, right? So there are parts of us when we find out that we're creating from the inside out that we begin to judge ourselves. We begin to feel like, oh my gosh, like I know a long time ago, I used to feel like maybe I killed a man, when my love relationships weren't my favorite things in life, right? So I used to think maybe I killed someone in a past life or something crazy or, something like, did I trip someone on accident? You know what I mean? All that's in jokes, but the truth of the matter is we often do judge ourselves about what's going on in our lives, like especially when we realize we're ultimately responsible. And if we're really on this manifestation journey and self-development journey, right? It's all about personal responsibility. We know that at some point we created it. And with that can bring judging ourselves, feeling bad about what we've created, feeling bad about ourselves, feeling stupid, feeling, unworthy of something great because of where we are right now or where we've been. And so the great thing about mindfulness is that it reminds us to be aware of what's going on around us, but to not judge ourselves, right? To not judge ourselves. And it's kind of linked to, and I'll bring it up now, self-compassion. I really feel like that is the key. And I also think that it helps myself, my clients continue, right? Maybe I should do a video on the fact that self-compassion to me is an incredible component to persisting, not just in manifestation, but in our lives, in our goals, when things get tough and we have to be more resilient. Self-compassion, along with non-judgment, allows us to love ourselves and value ourselves and see ourselves in the best light, even if we're not in the best moment, okay? So as we're on this manifestation journey, understand that some things, because of the way that we've been thinking, because of our dominant thoughts, our dominant assumptions, which creates our dominant vibration, however you want to look at it, may be creating some things that you don't want or has created things in the past that you don't want. So in addition to being not judgmental about it all, learning from it, accepting the lessons from it, and then using those lessons to spring you forward, also have compassion for yourself. We all make mistakes. No one here goes through life without suffering. We're all going to have some level of suffering, but we can diminish it and we can suffer less if we don't allow it to affect us in the same detrimental way. We learn from it and we grow. We go through it to grow through it, right? And so we use those lessons. Even Abraham Hicks talks about this, that the things that we see in life that we don't like, they are contrasts to help us understand what we do in fact want in our lives. So take it as that and remember to give yourself some compassion on this manifestation journey. The next thing that I want to talk about in terms of how mindfulness helps us manifest and how you can be using it truly to springboard your manifestations and speed them up is similar to awareness. Mindfulness tells you to be in the present moment. I've talked about this before, essentially the power of now. Your co-creation power, especially your conscious co-creation power, is right now. It's in this moment. It's not yesterday. It's not even 5 minutes ago. It is right now. So although we can learn from the past, we can accept the past, we can be non-judgmental, we can have compassion for ourselves, the present moment is our now moment. It is our power moment. It is the moment that we can harness to create what we want. I've talked about it before, but anxiety is when we're focused so much on the future. Our mind is just going batty around what could happen, what may happen, and not in the reality that we desire, right? We're always focused somewhere about what could happen that's bad. Because if we focused our affirmations and thoughts on what could go good, then we will help ourselves out a lot in our manifestation. And then if we're not focused in the now, on the flip side, and we're focusing our thoughts in the past, that's where we get depressed. That's where all the self-compassion is needed and the non-judgment, because we're spending our times judging ourselves about what happened in the past and why we're not where we want to be right now, and all the shoulds and all the shouldn't on ourselves. And if you didn't see my video about what the words to stop using, go check that one out. So again, our power is in the present moment. So don't waste it. Become aware of how you're feeling and thinking, and use your mindfulness techniques to bring you into the present moment, to harness it. And then from that point, understand, hey, I'm oh so powerful, and I can use this moment to create the thoughts about the life that I want to have, to work on my self-concept, to become and be the person who has the things that I want, to lift myself out of a lower vibration of thinking about or worrying about the things that, may have happened in the past or happening over there with our specific person or whatever it is, right? Or the money that's not in your bank account, or the business that hasn't taken off yet, whatever it is that you might be wanting to manifest right now, bring it back to yourself. Bring it back to the fact that you have the power in this present moment as a co-creator to use your 4D, your imagination, to envision and visualize and create a new reality, to manifest a new reality, and that you will be given, right, the aligned steps, the intuition, the synchronicities, all that really good juicy stuff that we love to help us on the path to manifest. But mindfulness helps us become even aware of them, because we've slowed down to take notice of how we're feeling, thinking, and being, okay? And then the last thing, which is like probably Captain Obvious at this point, is that when we slow down, we can actually really observe our mental diet. And then we can start to choose better thoughts, better thinking thoughts to have better dominant assumptions, as well as better feeling thoughts, so that we can raise our vibration and that we can actually feel better in the moment. We want to be manifesting, to me, from a feel-good state. There's so many people that are like, it doesn't matter, you don't have to believe or you don't have to feel. And I'm like, maybe you don't, but why not? I want the best and easiest for myself. And the easiest path for me is when I can get myself around it, and it manifests so much quicker. It's like the path of least resistance. Why do I want to spend any moments of my life not feeling good? So I'm totally on board with try to find something that feels good. Use affirmations that feel good. Try to think thoughts that feel good, that lift you up, that make you tingle, that make you excited, that make you feel re-energized in our lives, right? Like they say, life is short, but when you're suffering, life is long. So let's use our practices, our minds for good. Let's use our minds to lift us up. Let's use our minds to affirm ourselves, putting ourselves back on the pedestal, right? Remove the problem, put yourself back on the pedestal, and really start to work on cultivating mindfulness habits so that you can not only feel good, but manifest the life that you desire. So if you're looking for ways to help, make sure that you review this video over and over again. I'm going to be doing more and more videos around some of the tools that I talked about today to go deeper. Get on my email newsletter list so that you can have all the deets and that you can have information about the program that I'm launching right now, actually. And make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video. And if you need personal help, make sure you schedule your one-on-one. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.